Now we're going to implement the LightBox feature of our gallery, and we're going to use a script called LightBox 2. And if you go to this URL here, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, and click on download. You'll download the latest version and open that up, and basically we want to bring a few files over. Okay, so JavaScript, we want to bring over lightbox.js, and we also want to bring over the CSS file, lightbox.css. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, the images I think we already have. Yeah, we brought those over in an earlier section. Alright, so now all we need to do is link these. Okay, so in the index file, let's in the heading, go ahead and include the lightbox.js. And also the CSS file. Okay, so now that we have those linked, we just need to add in a couple more data attributes down here. Alright, so in the link, again, so we already have data title and data description for our overlay. Now we want to add data lightbox. Okay, and this is going to be set to whatever you want. It's basically what you want to call the gallery. I'm just going to call it projects. Alright, so basically you want to add this to all your images, and it should all be the same value if you want to be able to scroll through them in the lightbox. Okay, so let's just add these on. Okay, now the last thing we want to do here is these links right now are going to nothing. We actually want them to go to the image. Alright, so you can see we have the location here in the source tag of the image. So we just want to set that to the same thing. I'm just going to paste all this in. Really easy to implement this lightbox. I use it on a lot of different projects. Alright, so let's just change the image. Alright, so we'll save that. Let's try it out. And there we go. You can see if we hover over it, we get this arrow, and we can just scroll through the entire thing. Okay, it gives us the name down here. It shows us which image it is. We can go back. Alright, so really nice and really easy to implement. So that's it. That's our photo gallery or portfolio, whatever you want to call it. I do want to make one more video because actually, you know what? We'll do it now. I just want to make it responsive. Okay, so right now that doesn't look very good. So let's go to the CSS, and we just want to add a media query. Okay, so let's see, media, and let's see, we want to set the max width to 768 pixels. Okay, so whatever we put in here is only going to take effect if the window or the screen is this size or less. So first thing, the logo and the navigation, I want to float none. And I want to set the width of these to 100% and align them in the center. Alright, so for the nav UL and the nav LI, I also want to float those none, and padding should be 0. Okay, now for the list item, the nav list items, I just want to put a margin bottom of 15 pixels, and then the gallery list items, I'm going to set the width to 48%. Basically that'll put 2 images on in a row instead of what do we have, 4. And I'm just going to set the margin right to 8 pixels. And then for really small screens, basically smartphones, we're going to create another media query, and I'm going to set this to 568. Okay, so 568 or less, and what I want to do is just make it so the gallery displays 1 image per line or per row, and we can do that by making this 100%. And I'm going to set the margin right to 0. Alright, so that's it really. Now if we reload, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we have a responsive photo gallery.